Every day, over 500 billion cups of coffee are consumed. While Starbucks might be the world's largest coffee chain, independent cafes have become quite popular over the past decade. There are over 2,000 cafes in Toronto alone, some conveniently located on the same street for cafe hoppers. Since coffee options are limitless, cafe owners have been known to utilize unconventional methods to build their clientele. From cat cafes to Instagram contests, they've done it all. We talked to 4 different cafe owners to learn about the tips and tricks that they use to keep customers coming back for more.
Hot Black Coffee boasts high-quality espresso and the friendliest baristas in Toronto. But co-owner Jimson Bienstock's decision not to include free Wi-Fi led to a media storm of criticism. However, the bad press hasn't stopped Bienstock's vision of creating a community hub for socializing or from his business becoming successful.
And it's too easy just to say no Wi-Fi. What we're actually doing, Wi-Fi is just a small part of it. So what we really want it to be is a hub for a social hub for the local community. Be it people who live here, people who work here, and we also see the local community as people who are tourists or visitors or whatever. They're also part of the local community, and we want to be a hub for that. So not only do we want to provide, world-class coffee, someone else can just do world-class coffee, and then it's a commodity. And if we've got service and design and coffee, and we're mixing that with a social support aspect, we think it's an unbeatable combination. And when we went out and looked what was going on in the market, we saw some places which had really good coffee, but every table had a laptop with someone with headphones on. You could hear a pin drop. The barista's behind the counter on his cell phone, texting, Snapchat, whatever. And you could hear a pin drop, and it wasn't fun. Even if the coffee was alright, it wasn't cold. It wasn't fun. It was just like an office space with good coffee. If you go to Paris or Turin or Rome or Athens or Antalya, Istanbul, people are all chatting and blah blah blah, and they're coming in and going out, and it's kind of cool. You go to Argentina, Buenos Aires, you go to Rio, everyone's talking to each other, and that's not happening here. So what are we going to do to encourage people to talk to each other? And what we decided to do is not to ban laptops. We don't want to be a place that excludes people. We want to be inclusive. You're welcome to come with a laptop, it's no problem, but you're going to have a hell of a time using it because we built all the counters too small, too narrow, so you can't build a laptop. So you can't put a laptop down. We didn't put sockets everywhere. Part of this mod bar espresso equipment that I was talking about is deconstructed, so it's super low, very low profile. So ergonomically, when you walk in the place, you have a contact. Unlike a lot of these, big multinationals, the only contact you have is with the person at the till, and then you're standing there and you're waiting for your name to get called out, and they're going to spell your name wrong and get it all wrong, right?
My Cup of Tea Dessert is a cafe that specializes in tea sets, coffee, tea, and cakes. It is located in Richmond Hill. It opened last year in December, but is already a very famous cafe among the area.
For cake, we usually mousse cake, and then we have a lot, we have Earl Grey panna cotta, mocha panna cotta, it's like all different type of panna cotta and like different type of mousse. We have berry yogurt mousse. Now we're doing Earl Grey mousse. We do have chocolate mousse, mango mousse. It's almost cake, yeah. But I do actually cake is a cheesecake. So with cheesecake now actually we're doing mini cheesecake. Is matcha yogurt cheesecake, and also sometimes I will have actually breakfast.
And which type of dessert is usually the most popular among customers? Or the drinks, like tea, coffee, cake?
I think for coffee-wise, siphon coffee is the more like for coffee, among coffee, siphon coffee is the most selling one because it's actually quite unique because no one actually selling around the neighborhood. Tea-wise, like there's like one or two particular fruit tea that customers actually like the best. So I think in this area actually fruit tea is more.
Why do you think fruit tea and the coffee that you mentioned are the most popular ones among those type of desserts and drinks?
For the siphon coffee, as I say, because it's the unique way of cooking, so people actually like to take a picture or videotape it. So and then, as I say, no one actually like selling that siphon coffee in the neighborhood, so that is pretty much unique. And then for Fruit tea, I think it's just because it's just Chinese.
The Chinese fruit tea.
Yeah, no, Chinese just like fruit tea. So I think it's just the culture of the of your customer was the background. So yeah,
It gives like a refreshing kind of feel.
yeah, exactly. Because I expected the fruit tea will be popular to begin with when we first set up.
I interviewed the manager of Fix Coffee Plus Bikes, which is a coffee shop that specializes in selling bikes and bike repairs and has a bike gallery on display for customers to see. The manager, Louis Pereira, explains why they decided to combine both coffee shop and bike repair shop and what else they're doing to market themselves and attract customers.
It's two very distinct parts of the business. It's not just a coffee shop that shows bikes or a bike shop with a little espresso machine. We have two halves of the business that we take very seriously. So on top of a very good coffee program, not only do we sell bikes, we service them. We have lots of parts and accessories for sale as well. And they go hand in hand because we want to promote active lifestyles. Caffeinated people, they need a hub, a place to hang out, as do cyclists. Even this morning, my first two customers were people who are out for a morning ride, have some espresso, and that gives them the energy to go on a long bike ride. Same in the summer, we have a lot of people who sit out on the patio on weekend rides. Pretty much every coffee shop I've worked at in over the last 10 years, there's been a component of like community atmosphere where this is a bit of a hub. People come and meet and work here. We have free Wi-Fi, so we encourage people to sit for a few hours, have breakfast here, lunch, enjoy the music as well and the free Wi-Fi. So I've noticed that people who want to hang out here, maybe runners, they might be cyclists, they have fairly active lifestyles and appreciate well-made, locally roasted, sustainable coffee. For bikes that were parked on the street, we put little coupons stapled to the bike frame so that if you came back to your bike, you would see there would be like a discount for either a coffee or tea or some bike service or parts and accessories, that kind of thing. Another way we've marketed ourselves is through social media. Instagram's been very good to us. A great way that we've partnered up with another local business has been a incentive program where if someone goes to the spin studio on Queen Street called Six, they can get a free coffee here, so that's exposure for us. And consequently, if someone comes here and loads up their gift card with $40 or more, they'll get a free drink and a free spin class coupon. So that's one way of like cross-pollinating, promoting both businesses, and trying to be community-minded.
Reunion Island Coffee Bar is positioned in downtown Toronto. The Cozy Hub is the first retail location for the parent company, which shares the same name. They supply coffee beans to Second Cup and Air Canada, among others. And while they serve good coffee, their main attraction is their distinguishable word towels. Manager Derek Hammers explains how its Instagrammable appeal helps to attract customers.
I know there's a number of places that do floor tile writings. Like I think, are you familiar with a cafe called? Is failing me. It's on King Street.
Is it the one that has the high on the floor?
Yes.
Like that?
Yeah, high and by.
Yeah.
I think it's what's the name of it? Rooster Coffee, isn't it? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, they're not even the first. There's definitely been a couple, but I've not seen one that just spells out coffee before. Yeah. They have a selfie contest, so everybody that submits like a post with they usually take a photo of their feet with the tile, right? And every week they pick at the roaster they pick a winner, and I think the prize is like a gift card for $20 for the cafe. I've seen people come specifically to take that photo. They come with like a change of 3 or 4 different pairs of shoes. Yeah, so they'll change out shoes. They'll spend the whole day like changing out shoes and doing the photo, and then like making sure they got the perfect angle, and it's pretty wild.
That's pretty funny because from the pictures I thought it was actually on the inside. So when the last one I looked at, the caption was like, I spent like 20 minutes taking this photo, we had to like figure out the angle, and we were blocking the door. So I was like, okay, I see now. It makes sense.
There is that. That's kind of I think that was overlooked a little bit. Is that people are going to block the entranceway for other people to get in, but. I mean, maybe it also creates a little bit of an excuse for people to bump into each other and, you know, have a conversation, even if that conversation is like, oh, excuse me, you know, no, don't worry about it. Come
to a coffee bar, which is not actually a bar, but yeah, you can call it Friendship Island. Why? Come with your laptop, it's fine, we're not going to give you
Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions, so they've got to find those extra cups to fill. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.